Hey guys, so I'm back with a video, and I've been meaning to do this video for a long time, and I think it's something that a lot of you could benefit from. So this is in addition to my makeup artist series or my basic makeup tips. So as all of you know, I teach as an instructor at Industry Makeup Academy, and every time I teach this one trick, everybody's like, oh my gosh, this is so helpful. And what I'm going to teach you today is how to do winged liner. And I know it's so in right now. Everybody does wing liner. I've been wearing wing liner probably since since middle school. So to me, like, wing liner totally opens my eyes up, makes them like nice and big. And it's just like nice and crisp looking and neat. So I'm going to show you how to do wing liner, and it's actually a lot easier than you think. So a couple of basic tools that you need. First off, you're going to need your eyeliner. I'm going to use Inglot gel liner. This is number 77. This is my favorite gel liner. It's the blackest, most waterproof gel liner I've ever used. It's a little bit more pricey than drugstore, but totally worth it. It lasts me a really long time. And then you're going to also need your application tools. So you can either use a pointed brush. This is the Sedone Lace EB19. It's got an angle on it, so that way you could actually see what you're doing. So that way you're not blocking your eye. So all you can do is apply it like that. Or you could use, instead of a pointed liner brush, you could use an angled liner brush. You just need to make sure you have one that's nice and thin, dense, and stiff. So this one is from Sedone Lace as well. It's a 561. If you want, you can use a pencil eyeliner and do the exact same thing. Just make sure that's nice and sharp, and that way you can have a nice point on it, because the whole point of a wing is very nice and neat and a very crisp tail. So let's go ahead and get started. So I don't have anything on my eyes, so you can see the difference when I have a wing and then when I have no liner. So I'm going to take the angled brush and show it to you with the angled brush. So make sure that your brush is nice and flat. There are no loose hairs. If it's not flat, what you can always do is take a little bit of water. This is rose water. And make sure that you manipulate the bristles so that they're nice and tight. This is actually a tip I saw on the movie, what was it called? Masquerade? It was a movie with Christina Aguilera and Cher. Or Burlesque? Was it Burlesque? It was that movie where Christina Aguilera wanted to be like a burlesque singer-dancer. Anyway, Cher taught her that trick, and I thought it was so cute. So now my brush is nice and tight. You can see how it's really crisp. So I'm going to take it and dip it into my gel liner. So I always say, if you have gel liner, make sure you keep it nice and wet, because if it dries out, it's not going to work anymore. So I'm going to get a little bit on my brush, just on both sides, back and forth, and then wipe off the excess. And then I'm going to go ahead and either close this immediately or turn it upside down. Alright, so this is how we're going to do our gel liner. So hopefully you can see it's going to be nice and close. So I'm going to, instead of just winging it and just literally winging it, instead of just drawing the little tail, I'm going to follow the actual shape of my eye. And if you do this, your both eyes will be symmetrical and it'll work with everybody. So let's say that this is the bottom of my eye. If I draw the line, you can see that's the bottom of my eye. Do you see how it wants to curve up? So what I'm going to do is follow that curve, and that's the end of my wing. Do you see that? So now what I'm going to do is, you can take that as wide as you want, or as long as you want, or as short as you want. I kind of did mine like a little bit in between. So I went this way with the tip at the front, or the tip closer to the inside of my eye. And now I'm going to flip it, because wherever you have the tip of the pointed brush, the more detail you'll have at that point. So because the taller point of the point is here, it's going to give me a nice clean shape. So all I do now is meet the end of this and drag it down at a 45-degree angle. Like that. Okay? And you can always take the very tip of the brush and just kind of extend it out just a little bit, so that way it's nice and neat. Do you see that? So now all you have to do is fill in that wing. Go ahead and just fill it in. And then I take where this ends, and I just drag it down so that it meets the end of my eye. And now I'm going to go to the front and have the tip towards the front. And then I'm going to drag it to meet the rest of it. And I use a nice dragging motion, so that's nice and neat. And you want it to be an even skip from here to here. Alright, do you see that little wing? It totally lifts my eyes up, so if you have a downturned eye, this will lift it up, or if any aging, it'll just give your eyes a nice little eye lift without the surgery. So let's go ahead and do it again on the other side, but I'm going to use my pointed brush so you can see both ways. You can use whatever tool you want, so again I'm going to get my liner onto the brush. And now I'm going to go, and I'm using a hand mirror because you need a mirror to see close. Now I'm going to follow the curve of my eye, and I'm going to wipe off the excess of this brush because you don't want too much on there. Alright, so now I can see what I'm doing because of the bend in the brush. And if I follow the curve of the eye, you don't even have to draw this bottom part, I just did to show you. If you follow the curve, you'll go up. See how it goes all the way straight? And then I'm going to go ahead and close my eyes and draw it down at a 45-degree angle. And I can use the very tip of the brush to extend the line just a little bit so it's nice and neat. Fill it in. And then go ahead and meet the rest of the eye. And then go in the front. Do you see that? So they both go up and out. You don't want a wing that's not going to go up. Some people I've seen have their wings go to the side. That's going to defeat the purpose, and it's not going to wing your eyes up. And you don't want your wing to go down because it's going to make your eyes go down. And the key is to make sure your wing is nice and neat. So this wing is a little bigger than that wing, and that's fine because I know that they're both going in the right direction. I can just make this one a little bigger if I want to match. Again, I just use a very tip just to make sure that it's nice and sharp. So let's say you don't get a nice precise tip that you want. I'm going to show you a trick. One thing that you can do is you can take a wipe, this is a baby wipe, and wrap it around your pointer finger. And this goes with eyeshadow or eyeliner. And you can always clean up the edge. And your nail underneath is kind of giving you a straight edge. And that's going to make it nice and neat. See this side right here, it's not quite straight. If I take the wipe, now it's looking nice and straight. So let's say that you have your eye makeup or your concealer on and you don't want to wipe away stuff. Here's another trick. Take your concealer brush, and one that's nice and sharp, along with any skin tone foundation or concealer. And you can also, underneath the wing, go ahead and clean up the line that way. So here I am drawing it here. And that's going to make a nice neat edge. And then you have to blend it out. And that's going to give a nice sharp edge as well. So as you can see, even without eyeshadow, my eyes already look done. Just have to throw on some mascara or lashes, and that completes the look. So this is the wing. I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you're into quick tip videos like this, let me know in the comments below and thumbs up. I do upload a video every Thursday, so make sure to come back, like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure to hit the notification bell so that way you know about all my videos, because I have a lot of old subscribers that I run into on Instagram, and they always tell me, I wish you still made videos, da-da-da. I make videos, I've been making them for the last 10 years and I have not stopped. It's just that the algorithm on YouTube had changed, so not a lot of people see my videos. But if you hit the notification bell and the subscribe button, you will be good to go. So if you guys want a detailed post on this, check out makeupbyrenren.com. Hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time, have a great night. Ciao, Bellas!